In this video, we will talk about relative data redundancy. To discuss about the relative data redundancy, very quickly we will talk about data compression. So, what is the data compression? So, when we try to mention definition of the data compression, we can say that the process of reducing the amount of data required to represent a given quantity of information. Once again I will repeat, the process of reducing the amount of data required to represent a given quantity of information. So, two important words are here, data and information. We know that information can be measured. So, same amount of information can be represented with the two different data sets. Say this is one data set, I am representing number of the units, say many units, bits we can also call n1, and other data set is n2. So, n1 and n2 can represent same amount of information. In experiment it happens. So, in this situation our interest is to measure relative data redundancy, redundant data. Somewhere redundant data is there, and based upon the redundant data only we have a chance for the that means compression. We will get idea about how much compression is required and how much is the compression ratio and all these things. So, to get this idea, so we will talk about compression ratio. So, the compression ratio is what? So, in this situation let us say compression ratio is n1 upon n2. So, n1 and n2, these two are the varying quantities, number of the units are different one here, and based upon this we will try to write a mathematical model for relative data redundancy. Let us say notation used for this is RD, relative data redundancy equals to 1 minus 1 upon CR. CR is the compression ratio, just now we have discussed. Now, we also know that the compression ratio is compression ratio equal to n1 upon n2, and let us talk about different conditions in this situation. Say let us say here n2 equals to n1. What happens to the compression ratio here? So, in this condition we will say that compression ratio equal to 1, and what will happen to the RD, relative data redundancy, that is equals to 1 upon 1 minus 1, this one that gives you what you can say the 0. What this indicates here, that the relative to the second data set, the first representation of the information contains no redundant data. That means n1 and n2 are same. Relative to the second data set, the first representation of the information contains no redundant data in this situation. So, let us consider second condition where we will say that n2 is very much less than n1, and what will happen to the compression ratio? When you estimate it, you will say that compression ratio is infinite, and RD, relative data redundancy, tends to 1. So, what this means? This indicates that significant compression is achieved, and here what you can say, there is a highly redundant data is there in the system, and compression algorithm will work very fine in this situation, and that will minimize redundant data. Number 3, third condition is, let us say n2 is what you can say very much greater than n1. So, in this situation, so compression ratio tends to 0, and RD, whenever you will try to calculate, it tends to minus infinite, this indicates that the second data set contains more and more data than the original representation. Second data set contains more and more data than the original representation. So, based upon these mathematical model, relative data redundancy, it is very easy for us to talk about different compression algorithm and how much compression can be achieved and which data set contains redundant data, and all this information is definitely we will get it from this.